Whenever you're ready, Renee, then I'll start it up.
I've been recording.
Oh, you've been recording, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce the Mantilla Services LLC. I have Mrs. Elsa Mantilla, and I also have Mrs. Rosa Mantilla. A little bit about Elsa Mantilla. Deputy Mayor, owner of Rosa LLC Boutique. Established in 1976, 46 years in business. I want to give that an accolade. And the address over here is 370 21st Avenue in Paterson, New Jersey. Founder and president of the Desfile Dominicano de New Jersey. Give it up for Elsa Mantilla. Alrighty, and then we have Rosa Mantilla. This is her daughter. Immigrant consultant, notary public, insurance agent, business owner. As a family, their accolades: Congressional, State, Senate, Mayor's Office, and City Council. Give it up for Mrs. Rosa Mantilla and Elsa Mantilla. Alrighty, Elsa, we want to start with you, okay? Do you want me to talk in English or in Spanish?
I prefer Spanish, even though I speak English, but I prefer in Spanish. I feel so proud to be Latina.
I'm super proud to be Latino myself.
Yes.
Okay, we can clap. It's okay, guys. All right. So Elsa, it was established in 1972. I'm sorry, 1978.
Yes, I
Right?
came here to the United States in 1972.
1970. So you came to the United States in 1972. Y habían dominicanos aquí en ese tiempo.
Bueno, precisamente quizás en Paterson no había mucho, pero yo venía de Nueva York y me radiqué aquí en el 73.
Okay.
Eran muy pocos los latinos que habíamos en aquel entonces. Yo me acuerdo que para comprar en una tienda aquí tenemos que buscar un intérprete, porque aquí no había intérprete.
Ni plata no había para acá.
Bueno, muy pocas tiendas, bodegas había aquí latina en ese entonces.
Wow.
Sí.
Predominantly había mucho italiano aquí, ¿no verdad?
Sí,
En esos
principalmente
tiempos.
en esta área de aquí, de la 21 Avenida, donde nosotros estamos establecidos por 40 años, en realidad era todo italiano.
Ya.
Yo me atrevo a decir que nosotros fuimos uno de los primeros que pudimos venir aquí a la 21 Avenida a poner un negocio.
Wow.
Sí, sí.
Y usted me estaba diciendo cómo el negocio casi no se hizo. ¿Me puede decir un poquito de eso?
Bueno, afortunadamente tuve el honor y el privilegio de estar casada con un hombre muy visionario. Y yo trabajaba en una fábrica.
¿Cómo se llama él?
El señor Francisco Arturo Mantilla.
Vamos a ver. Puede seguir.
Hoy descansa en los brazos del Señor. Él siempre me inculcaba, porque él venía de una familia de negocios, me inculcaba que no solamente debiéramos de estar trabajando en fábrica y cosas así, que más bien debiéramos de vender y hacer cosas así extra para la ayuda de nosotros. Y ahí fue donde nosotros comenzamos vendiendo perfume, vendiendo ropa. Yo vendía ropa en un carrito, vendía perfume en un carrito, puerta a puerta. Y las cosas se fueron dando tan bien que pusimos un negocio en la casa.
Tú sabes que muchos latinos y muchos inmigrantes en esos tiempos hacían mucho negocio así de casa a casa.
Sí.
Mi mamá era uno de ellos.
Sí.
Mi mamá vendía dresses, vestidos.
Sí.
Ella tenía una tienda también en Paseo. So yo te entiendo ese that struggle. How you say struggle in Spanish?
Dificultad.
Batalla.
Sí,
¿No verdad?
sí,
So
sí.
eso lo entiendo completamente y I salute you for it.
Sí.
Me quito mi sombrero.
Ajá.
Exactamente. Así fue que nosotros comenzamos los dos. Él, como vivíamos en Nueva York anteriormente, él conocía los lugares donde se vendían los perfumes, donde se compraban los cosméticos. Y un día él dijo, bueno, Elsa, tenemos que irnos a Nueva York ya a comprar mercancía para que vendamos, y ahí comenzamos los dos.
Wow.
Los dos comenzamos. Fue un éxito total el negocio cuando lo teníamos en la casa. Lamentablemente hubo una vez que en pleno diciembre fue la ciudad y nos dijo que no podíamos seguir trabajando en la casa, que era ilegal trabajar ahí sin unos permisos. Me quise volver loca porque tenía la casa llena de mercancía, pero Dios siempre obra para bien. y era que el Señor no tenía algo mejor.
Yeah.
Ahí entonces vinimos aquí a la 21 Avenida, rentamos un local, en ese local nos fue muy bien. Después de ese local, pues estamos en este local donde tenemos 40 años y ha sido todo un éxito y me siento muy orgullosa del trabajo que mi esposo y yo hemos realizado, puesto de que los hijos de nosotros, los tres, han sido niños de ejemplo, han sido hombres y mujeres que han sido ejemplo a esta comunidad y me siento orgullosa y el día que yo me vaya yo sé que me voy a ir en paz porque ese trabajo que nosotros hemos hecho se lo hemos inculcado a ellos y hoy son los tres hombres y mujeres de bien.
Yeah.
Y mujeres y hombres que son productivos en esta comunidad.
Wow.
Sí, me siento muy satisfecha.
¿Cómo tú te sientes de la 21 Avenida de aquí de Paterson?
Me siento contenta porque esta es una de la ciudad de Paterson, esta es una de las mejores calles que hay. Aquí estamos muy tranquilos, aquí gracias le damos al Señor. Es muy bonito esto por acá y nada, y tratamos de mantenerlo. Yo soy aquí, a mí me dicen que soy la alcaldesa de la 21 Avenida porque yo me mantengo,
sí.
Cuando veo algo que no está correcto, yo llamo a las autoridades, si tengo que limpiar la calle, yo limpio la calle. El caso es mantener el área bien.
Y Rosa, ¿cómo tú te sientes de tu mamá con tanto tiempo que ella se hizo en este local aquí para darte el torch, para pasártelo a ti? ¿Cómo tú te sientes de eso?
Déjame decirte que yo soy una mujer muy bendecida. En primer lugar, por los padres que Dios me ha dado. Mi papá y mi mamá. Porque han sido un ejemplo para nosotros tres.
No.
Son unos padres que lo enseñaron a trabajar. Porque aquí, a los 10, 11, 13, 14 años aquí teníamos que nosotros venir los sábados a trabajar. There was no days off. There was no vacations.
Yeah.
Aquí todo el mundo tenía que limpiar espejos, sacar basura. That's all we've ever known to work. So si somos los hombres que somos hoy, las mujeres que somos hoy, son por ello.
Son por ello.
A nosotros no nos enseñaron cosas malas. No nos enseñaron que te separen en una esquina a janguear, como dicen.
Right.
A mí lo único que me enseñaron es levantarse y venir a trabajar. Y eso es lo que yo le he enseñado a mis hijos.
Right.
Por eso es mis dos hijos que tengo. Bueno, tengo tres porque tengo a mi chiquita Jaylene también.
Right.
Y también se lo digo a ella. There's no days off. Usted tiene que estar enfermo para no venir a trabajar. I have zero tolerance for people that are lazy and don't want to work, and I got it from them. My work ethics are from my parents.
Came from them.
Because that's all I've ever seen.
If you had to tell your parents something right now in front of the world, what would you tell them? In one sentence.
Thank you.
Thank you. ¿Cómo tú te sientes, Elsa, con algo así?
Thank you.
Yo me siento feliz, me siento realizada como mujer y como madre, porque yo creo que no hay tesoro en la vida que valga más que lo que es un hijo que tú te sientas satisfecho de ello, porque mucha gente puede tener riqueza y pueden tener un sinnúmero de cosas, pero si tú no tienes la paz y la tranquilidad de tus hijos, que son hombres y mujeres de provecho, de nada te sirve la vida o te sirve la riqueza.
Sí.
Y para mí el mejor tesoro que Dios me ha dado ha sido mis hijos, porque son un orgullo para nosotros y para la sociedad en que vivimos.
Tú sabes que la familia de ustedes aquí en Paterson y en varios otros hogares, even New York, even like you guys have a good name and a working name. You know that? Like I've heard of your family's name throughout. Even when I used to work in New York, I heard of your family's name. Yes. And I'm all over the place.
Yes.
So I just want to tell you this today, that this is something that is special to me to interview you guys.
Yeah.
You know, I see you guys as someone that I look up to.
Oh, thank you.
You know, when I hear your mother's story, it touches me because it reminds me of my mom.
Your mom.
The same exact thing. So, el latino cuando llegaron en los 70, como usted. Mi mamá llegaron, yo creo que fueron como 72, así mismo, de Santo Domingo, right?
Sí.
They knew no English. They were, you know, they were like, kind of like in the dirt,
Yes.
in a sense, right? They used to talk to them crazy, you know? Factory workers, getting paid $3 an hour. Okay, this is all stories. For me and you, second generation, to be at where we're at right now, is amazing.
Amazing.
And it took about 40 years to be here. Now we give it to our kids. We give it to them now. They take the torch from here on, and now they have to continue on with the same principles that your mother gave you and your father gave you. You know? Elsa, ¿cómo tú te sientes de la juventud de ahora?
¿Qué yo te puedo decir? Quizá un poco desorientado, no sé si es el fundamento del hogar. Orar por ellos porque hay una juventud que anda muy desordenada. No puedo calificarlos a todos, pero yo creo que el fundamento principal que los niños tienen que tener es en el hogar. Porque muchas veces dicen, no, que en la escuela, no, es en el hogar, porque tú tienes que darle la fundación en el hogar. Si quizás se puedan perder en la calle, tienen que pensarlo 2 veces, pero si los principios vienen desde su casa, muy difícil que un niño se pierda.
Sí.
Muy difícil. Orar por esa juventud que está ahí.
And as a second generation, what do you think about that, Rosa?
You know what my mom says, she hit it on the nail. It's true, it starts all from home. Because our kids, okay, they go to school, they're with their friends. But you know what? When they come home, if mom and dad are there, or just mom, or just dad, because you know you got single parents in some households, if you tell your kids this is wrong and I'm not going to tolerate this, and you are going to go to school and you are going to work and you're going to do this and you're going to do that, because you know what, my parents didn't tolerate for me to hang out and come home at 2-3 in the morning, so I'm not going to allow for you to do it, then you know what, they're going to listen. If not, it's not going to work out. I don't want you here, you know what I mean? And not that I'm a cool mom. I consider myself a cool mom, but I didn't play around when it came to their education. I really didn't. Right. You know what I mean? I said, you know what? Bring me a degree. I don't want to hear it. I don't want anything else. You don't have to go to work if you don't want to, but you're going to bring me home a degree.
Right.
If not, my son went to the army. He served, his country, and he came here. Thank God he has a good job.
He served in what?
He went to the army.
The army, okay.
He went to the army. Crystal got her bachelor's degree.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. And my daughter got her bachelor's degree in business administration. Right. Because that's all she ever saw.
Right.
In us, the family. And I had zero tolerance for nonsense. I don't like lazy kids.
So you see how a dream can be passed on to another generation.
Absolutely.
You see how a dream from your mom, hardworking dream, and want to get to the next level was passed on to you, and now you're passing that on to your kids. It really starts with the principles of what your mom is saying.
Absolutely.
1000%.
Absolutely.
And that's how I feel about my kids. I'm in the same boat. Okay, so we mirror each other because we're in the same boat. But I love what your mom is saying in regards to the principles of what she stands on, and also your father, her husband, God rest his soul. I'm sure 1000% that he's probably listening in right now.
He's so
and
happy
he's
right
happy
now.
right now.
And you have no idea how happy my dad is right now.
We want to give him his flowers today also.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, Rosa, I want to talk about how the Rosa when she was a teenager. So,
Rosa goza.
Rosa goza.
Rosa goza. Let me tell you, I've always been a leader, never been a follower. I tell my daughter all the time, tell my husband all the time. Grammar school, high school, cheerleader, president, you name it, that was always me. Happy Rosa all the time. I always had a crew next to me. People always, not that I was bossy, but you know what? I always used to say, we're going to do this, and people always followed me.
Right.
And to this day, that's the way I am. Es el don que Dios me ha dado.
Amén.
Amen.
El don. Porque let me tell you, I'll guide you to do good things. Not bad. I have a group of friends, a lot of them business women. And as soon as they say, sister, mira, saqué la licencia para esto, vendo seguro, vendo life insurance, vendo casa, I'm the first one to promote you because that's just the way I am.
Right.
Okay?
You have that spirit.
I have that spirit. I like for my girls to be good because if they're good, I'm good. Okay? Esa soy yo. Y así voy a morir. Yo siempre no tengo envidia para nadie. Quiero que todo el mundo eche para adelante. I surround myself with good, positive people because that's what I saw from my parents.
That's what the
Okay.
parents gave, yeah.
Desde chiquita, mami y papi siempre andaban con gente de negocio, con gente de política. You know how many times on the weekends they would say, get ready. We have an event to go to. We have a dinner. We bought a table and we were like, oh my God, we're teenagers. We just want to stay home and invite our friends over and we don't, but you know what? We grew up going to these events, seeing these people. Mucho de ellos son gente que ya se han retirado aquí en la comunidad, que ya no son, they're not, their business, they retired, and now the kids took over, like the Martinez Funeral Home.
Right.
The parents have retired, now the kids took over. These are kids we grew up with. We went to school with them.
Right.
And Andre Saya, the mayor, we went to school with him. These are all people we went to school with and we grew up.
Right.
And these are the people that we surrounded ourselves with because of them.
Because of them.
Porque mami siempre decía, dime con quién
Anda y te diré
quién eres. Toda una vida, that's all I kept on hearing. So,
And that nosotros
absolutely.
we should do t-shirts que dice eso.
Yes, I love that. Mami siempre me decía eso. What do I tell to Crystal? I tell my daughter all the time, Mama, surround yourself con mujeres positivas, mujeres fuertes.
Right.
And that's what she does. And that's why my daughter, si ustedes la siguen en social media, she's a boss lady.
Yeah, she's a boss lady,
She's a boss
which
lady.
we do.
Doing pop-up shops. Tomorrow she has a big event where she's doing, this vision board where she has over 40 ladies attending this event. 24 years old, I'm sorry, Crystal. Pero where she has all these ladies going to hear her speak about what they want to do for the new year. Oye,
That's amazing.
Es un orgullo como madre.
That's amazing.
Es un orgullo.
That's amazing.
So it's so important who you surround yourself with.
Right.
Oh my God, that is like.
And when you see an individual like that, especially a young individual that's driven like that,
Yeah.
you want to push them and also
Even harder.
and also give them that backing.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why you'll always see it in all my daughter's events. The families
Always there.
always there.
Backing it up.
Let me tell you, that's just the way we are. That's just the way the Mantillas roll. That's the way we are. My sister is opening up a business in Helden.
Right.
Oye, Mantilla service is expanding.
Yeah.
She's
Love
going
it.
to Helden. My brother opening up his second business this weekend. My husband, Jamie, on board with us since 2020
Right.
here, insurance agent, a realtor. That's, if you're with me,
It's-
let me tell you,
yeah.
es para arriba que va. Para abajo,
So
jamás.
you see, look at what you're saying.
Yes.
The impact that you guys are doing here is amazing. In the city, in the community, and beyond. Okay, because I'm beyond, and it's impacted me.
Yes.
Right? So I want to give you your flowers for something like this because it's you don't see things like this very often. When you have an entire family that's striving to get to the next level and also teaching the next generation.
Absolutely.
That's what you guys are doing. Okay, so and it started with you and your husband.
Absolutely.
So we talked about Rosa teens. Now let's talk about Rosa Did we go to college? Did we?
Absolutely. I went to college, and you know what's? I went to college when I graduated high school. As soon as you know what? As soon as I went to college, mommy said, "I want you to in the summer do something." I said, "Okay." Until I started in September, so I took a manicuring course.
Nice.
And I was a manicurist for a while.
Wow.
I did nails. A lot of people don't know that about me.
But now we know.
I did nails on 21st Avenue, my mom's best friend's salon, for like about 5 years. And I went to college for a little bit. I ended up getting pregnant for my son Tony, very young, at 21. Got married, and I stopped going to school. But my dad, all the time, he used to say to me, "Mi sueño es verte un día with a cap and gown." That's all I ever heard. But, open shop, was working, making money. You're making money. You're not thinking about going back to school.
Right.
And about 3-4 years ago, me entró algo. I said, you know what? It's never too late. I remember Crystal had just graduated high school. And I said, Crystal, what about me and you went to college together? She goes, really? And I said, yeah.
That's amazing.
I said, come on, let's do it. Let's go for business administration.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe it? I mean, it came out all over the newspapers, all over the news. Mother and daughter.
Mother and daughter.
Graduated together, business administration from Berkeley College.
From Berkeley?
From Berkeley College in Woodland Park.
That's why I like you very much.
Yeah.
That's my alumni.
Really?
I graduated from Berkeley College.
Tú ves. Let me tell you, there's a video. It's one of my favorite videos of my dad and I. He couldn't attend my graduation because of his health condition. And I had called him. And I said, Papi, estoy en camino, ya me gradué. And I'm walking down here, and he was standing outside with a little sign, said, you did it. Wow. And I remember hugging him. And you know what? He was my inspiration to do that, to get my degree. I did it for me. Absolutely, I did it for me. But that was my push. And he said, you made my dream come true, because that's what I wanted. I wanted to see you one day with a cap and gown and for you to bring a degree. And I did it for him. And there's no limit. Because how old was I? Like 46, 47? A mother?
Amazing.
A businesswoman? Amazing. I was a wife.
Amazing.
And I walked down that aisle with my daughter. Doesn't get better than that.
That doesn't.
It doesn't.
That's a fairy tale come true.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
So that was nice.
And I love the fact that your father pushed you, and he gave you a sign of like you did it, but that sign to you was like you won a championship.
Oh my
for like
God.
Or a World Series in baseball, or you understand?
Oh my God, let me tell you, that is one of the highlights of my life.
Yes.
Because I said, who would have thought at this age I was going to go to school? Guys, let me tell you something. The first day I walked into class, I walked in with a notebook. And when I walked in, I was the only one with a notebook. Everybody had a laptop. I said, oh my God, I got to buy a laptop. The next day I went to Apple and I bought a Mac. Because I went with a notebook to take notes. Nobody uses notes in college.
No,
everything.
It's all laptop.
Let me tell you, it's all laptop. But you know what? I was like, okay, I could do this.
Right.
Because there's nothing in this world that I can't do con Dios primero.
Right. I heard the new generation on the background. So yes, it is the new generation that it makes us, it dates us, right?
Yeah.
It, like, wait a minute, we don't have to use pens anymore.
No.
You know that they don't know how to cursive?
I'm pretty sure.
No pueden escribir cursive,
I know.
Pero your story, look at that. So it's like a redemption story that you did it with your daughter. Mm-hmm. That's an amazing story. It really is. Mm-hmm. And then out of college, next, what did we do from there? Is that when you started doing this, or you still had?
Remember, I read when I graduated from college was recently. It was like 3-4 years ago.
Right.
So I already had this.
Oh, so
this
it was like right,
established.
right before the pandemic.
Oh, you're right after it was 2000. We graduated what year? 22.
22, no, pero
22, eso fue el otro día.
Eso fue el otro día.
That just happened.
Oh, so you were already working.
I was here. I was established. My name,
And
I
you
just
did it, and you did the...
Huh?
Insurance after.
Right after that, thank you, Crystal. Right after that, yeah, I went for school for insurance. I
You
said,
did that
let's bring another service to the office.
That's amazing.
Let's do insurance. Let's do car and home insurance. And let me tell you, I'm so driven. Yo quiero coger todos los cursos del mundo este año, de todo. And my husband keeps saying, "Ve, cógelo suave." Like, no, pero no, adelante. Yo quiero coger de todo because that's me. That's just me. I just want to do it all.
You're a driven individual.
Yes.
And that's a great thing to have. I mean,
Yes.
you can't teach somebody that. To be driven.
No. But you know what? Las mujeres que yo tengo al lado mío give me that push. First of all, is this lady. It's my mom. Because
Right.
let me tell you something. Esto es una chispa. You know what I mean? So, mommy is one that, mija, tú lo puedes hacer todo. She always puts God first.
Right.
Con Dios adelante, pídaselo a Dios, que if it's meant to be, you could do it.
Right. He
My husband,
pushes.
number one supporter.
That's it.
And that means a lot, guys.
Of course.
Because
it
if you
does.
don't have somebody next to you that pushes you, that supports you, first of all, that you know that, and at night I'm like at 2 a.m, he's like, babe, what are you doing? I don't know, I'm researching what we could do, what we could bring to the office, what we could offer. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
let's take this course, let's do that. So, le doy gracias a Dios por el esposo que me dio.
Claro.
And you
claro.
know, my family,
Yeah.
my children, my brother and my sister, you know what I mean? And the good circle of friends. You're one of them.
Absolutely.
Ed, you're one of them. I met you a couple
1000%.
years ago, but let me tell you, in the last 2 years, you know, anything that we ask you, you know, you support us.
1000%.
And your family, your wife, your son, you know, I mean, this is what I mean. It's so important who you surround yourself with.
1000%.
You know, to have, you know, damn, I got this support next to me and I know I'm going to be okay. And you called me up and I said, how can I say no to Ed? That's like a brother to me. You know what I mean?
1000%.
That's the kind of people I like to associate myself with.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Elsa, I want to ask you a question about El Desfile Dominicano. How did it establish? What year did you establish this, and how long you've been the president of Desfile Dominicano?
Desfile Dominicano se fundó en el 1979. Un grupo de hombres y mujeres dijeron, bueno, ya es la primera vez que ya los dominicanos no merecemos que se haga un desfile aquí en la ciudad de Paterson. Eso se hizo una reunión, se tiró la palabra de que se iba a hacer un desfile, pero no fue nada concretado hasta que se hizo una segunda reunión y entonces ya definitivamente dijeron que sí, que íbamos a hacer el primer desfile dominicano. Se prepararon algunas planchas para ver quiénes eran los posibles candidatos, de la cual yo fui la que salí ganadora en ese entonces, y ahí es donde nace el desfile dominicano.
Nice.
Este año cumplimos 35 años de estar trabajando con la comunidad. Aunque hubieron 12 años que yo no fui la presidenta, porque hubieron pasados presidentes, hubo una inconveniente con uno de los presidentes, y ahí entonces los pasados presidentes vinieron donde mí, me dijeron la situación que había, y yo les dije, bueno, pues no hay problema, vamos entre todos a continuar con el desfile, pero para eso se necesitaba alguien que lo encabezara.
Right.
Y volvieron entonces a elegirme a mí.
Wow.
Y el desfile estaba en mi mano por los pasados 15 años, 15, 16 años.
Unbelievable. Todo el mundo, please. ¿Cuántos años otra vez?
15.
15 años.
Sí, ya lo tengo en mi mano aproximadamente 15, 16 años. Pero déjame decirte una cosa. El desfile dominicano no es Elsa Mantilla. El desfile dominicano es, como vuelvo y digo, familia Mantilla, conjuntamente con un grupo de hombres y mujeres que están dispuestos a sacrificar muchas horas de trabajo para poder llevar a cabo ese gran evento que nosotros hacemos. Es un evento de mucho trabajo y de mucho sacrificio, que si yo no tuviera el soporte de mi familia principalmente Y claro, mi esposo que se fue, que él era uno de los cheerleaders número uno mío,
Yeah.
y de mis hijos, pues sería muy difícil, porque tú sabes que estos eventos les roban a uno mucho tiempo de lo que es la familia, para uno entregárselo a la comunidad. Y por eso yo digo siempre que mi familia es el soporte número uno de lo que es el desfile dominicano. Sin ellos, para mí sería imposible, muy imposible yo poder hacerlo, porque ellos siempre están ahí en cada uno de los detalles. Ahora, por ejemplo, Cristal, que es la nieta mía, esa siempre viene con idea nueva. Grandma, we should do this en el desfile dominicano. Grandma, we should do that, we should do... Y eso es bueno porque son jóvenes que vienen con otras motivaciones diferentes a las que nosotros tenemos. Entonces, para mí, desfile dominicano no es solamente el público afuera, es también la familia Mantilla, porque esos son el impulso principal que nosotros tenemos con eso.
Sí, sí. Es que la familia junta, esa gala que usted hizo, que la familia hizo, fue amazing.
Sí, sí.
Una gala que no mucha gente que pueden hacer algo así. ¿No, verdad? Yo estaba orgulloso de ser parte de eso. And also, I love to see you guys in a light like that.
Sí, sí, sí.
You know, so it was really, really beautiful. And I want to tell you that you did an amazing job. You and your family did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Si no te lo han dicho, se lo estamos diciendo hoy a ustedes.
No, yo lo sé, ellos me ayudan mucho y también el público, los comerciantes, los patrocinadores, las personas, la ciudad de Paterson, los concejales. Si me pongo a enumerar las personas que se envuelven en esto, bueno, es una cadena bien grande, de verdad. Pero estoy sumamente agradecida porque yo sé que delante de Dios hacemos un trabajo que la gente se siente muy orgullosa del trabajo que hacemos, principalmente en nuestra comunidad dominicana. Y te voy a decir una cosa, que una de lo que ha hecho que el desfile dominicano haya crecido a la gran magnitud que ha crecido, ha sido porque nosotros hemos integrado no solamente a la comunidad dominicana, nosotros hemos integrado a otras comunidades que son parte de nosotros y que son personas que de una manera u otra se han ligado a la comunidad dominicana, como a la comunidad peruana, la comunidad puertorriqueña, los chilenos, los argentinos. Nosotros tenemos, y es un privilegio para nosotros, porque creo que fuimos los primeros que comenzamos a ser padrinos de diferentes nacionalidades. Y eso me llena de satisfacción cuando yo veo que en la escalinata del evento bajan todas esas personalidades representando a su país. Eso me llena de honor, porque no solamente celebramos la dominicanidad, sino también que le damos honor a quien honor merece, y son a esas personas de otras nacionalidades que también dicen: hey, dominicanos, nosotros estamos con ustedes y aquí estamos para pelear como hermanos. Y eso me llena de mucha alegría, porque eso me lo inculcó mi esposo. Mi esposo era ecuatoriano y él decía: ustedes siempre dominicanos y dominicanos, y nosotros, yo estoy sentado aquí y yo no estoy en nada. Pero ahí entonces fue donde me surgió la idea de que vamos a ser padrinos de diferentes nacionalidades.
Look at that.
Y ha sido un éxito total, y me siento muy agradecida de Dios primeramente, del público, de mis hijos, de los patrocinadores, de las personas, de cada una de las personas que ponen su granito de arena dentro de lo que es el desfile, para llevar un evento a la magnitud que nosotros lo hemos llevado.
Wow.
Y pedirle a Dios que me dé salud para ver si continúo en eso, y si no, entregarle la antorcha a alguien joven más que quiera continuar el trabajo que nosotros hemos venido realizando.
Ese trabajo fue amazing que ustedes hicieron ahí. We salute you for lo que ustedes hicieron ahí, because I now look forward to it every year.
Every year, right?
You know, you look forward to something like that, because es una unión que no se ve. You don't see things like that. Like
we honored you this year.
I know, and
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes, we honored
But
you.
looking at it from the outside in, and looking at, because I look at the whole picture, and the entire picture was unity, is what I saw, and it was beautiful. Like my guest, you know, I had Puerto Ricans,
Yes. You had a whole table.
I had a Peruvian guy. Like I had a whole table of people, and they felt warm and they felt welcome.
That's what it's all about.
And that's what it was all about. And that's what she's saying. You know.
Este año
Beautiful.
vamos a cumplir los 35 años. Usualmente nosotros le dedicamos el desfile dominicano a una provincia de nuestro país, pero este año se lo vamos a dedicar a New Jersey. Es por primera vez que el desfile dominicano es dedicado a New Jersey, y vamos a buscar personas dignas que se merezcan, que sean reconocidos dentro de lo que es el ámbito político, empresarial, artista, de you name it, como dice,
Right.
para hacerle honor. Y van a ser de aquí de New Jersey. O sea que este año va a ser grandioso, de verdad, porque vamos a tener el privilegio de dedicárselo a la ciudad o al estado que nos vio nacer a nosotros, los dominicanos, aquí. Así que,
And Rosa,
Yes.
I want to talk about a little bit about your business here.
Okay.
And what you provide to the community as your services? What do you do?
Here in Mantilla Services, we do immigration, donde ayudamos, tenemos desde el 2006, 18 years, helping people become American citizens. As a matter of fact, this month, the month of January, estamos llenando la aplicación N400 totalmente gratis. This is something that I usually charge a fee, but this month we're doing it totalmente gratis. Sabemos que la economía está un poco dura ahora mismo, so I said, you know what, let's give something back to the community that we've been doing for a long time.
Right.
Back again, back again. ¿De dónde lo aprendimos? De mami y papi.
Right.
Donde ellos siempre hacían una vez al año una campaña donde llenaban la aplicación gratis. And we used to go with them on a Sunday. Ustedes tienen que ayudar a llenar la ciudadanía. And we used to go as teenagers and do the applications for free. So we've been doing that ever since.
Wow.
Once a year, we'll go to a church, we'll go to a school. And I said, you know what? Let me do it here. I started about 3 weeks ago, just 2 days. Then I went 3 days. And the phone calls. And people calling porque la cosa ahora mismo están un poquito dura.
Right.
And I said, you know what? Let's do it the whole month. And it's been great. I had somebody from Hazeltown, Pennsylvania. I've had people from Trenton. I have people from New York coming in. Donde llenamos la aplicación gratis. Te damos las preguntas gratis para que estudien. Te damos hasta una banderita. Hey, it's happening. You're going to become an American citizen. So people are responding very well. So we do that, immigration. We do taxes. We do insurance,
Nice.
which is car and home insurance. Translations.
In
Real
any
estate.
type of real estate, and also
Real estate.
notary.
Notary. No, we do notary. If you want to fix your credit, we got my boy Ed, which is you.
We do credit also.
We repair credit here. So this is a one-stop shop. You come here, let me tell you, and there's a lot of people that come here that don't know how to probably. Vino un señor esta mañana, mire, me llegó esta carta de social service, it's in English, no sabemos. I don't even charge them, I mean, it's our neighbors here that been living here 20 years, I know who they are. So we do little things like that, tomamos foto, llenamos la aplicación de pasaporte americano, tomamos foto.
Right.
So, we do a little bit of everything. We're here for the community. That's what we're all about. Been here, 40 years. 40 years. You name it, everybody's been through here.
That's amazing that you guys are doing something for the community for free.
For free.
Especially
For free.
right now where you have a lot of immigrants that they're trying to become citizens. They don't know how to do it. They don't even know the language.
Yes.
And you're here to support that.
Yes.
That is a fundamental thing that you guys are doing for the next generation or the
Absolutely.
next person that they're looking for you for help.
For help.
And you're giving it to them for free.
Exactly. I had a gentleman here that came to fill out some paperwork for his retirement today. And he says to me, he goes, yo me hice ciudadano americano hace 25 años. Tus padres me llenaron la aplicación. Mom and dad.
That's amazing.
Mom and dad used to give the test on the 3rd floor.
Wow.
Okay? They used to give the test to become a citizen before immigration said, okay, no more, we're going to do it in Newark. But the fingerprints were here. People used to come here to get fingerprint. No, now it's in Hackensack. And they used to give the test upstairs. And then he goes, just cogí el examen arriba en el tercer piso. And he came today he's retiring from his job. And I filled out the form. And he showed me the certificate. He saw my mom. He goes, Doña Elsa, yo me hice ciudadano americano por usted. Oye, eso vale oro. So you know what I mean? So they did it. Now I'm doing it. And you know what?
Right.
Hopefully one day, my kids, my granddaughter, who knows?
Who knows?
Who
knows? But
the legacy will continue, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful. Don't you feel warm inside when you have someone from 20 years ago say to you, "Hey, I'm an American citizen because of you."
Yeah. I took a picture of him. I'm going to post him later on my social media.
¿Tú sabes lo que es?
Absolutely.
How did that make you feel 20 years later?
Yo estoy aquí en este país because I do petitions. Yo estoy aquí por usted. Usted me hizo mi petición hace 10 años. Y mire, aquí están mis hijos, aquí están mis nietos por usted. Oye, ¿eso vale oro?
Those are potential, mira. These people that you're doing, this is an amazing service for these people. Why? Because they're going to they're becoming citizens, number one. Now they're going to become taxpayers. Number two, now they'll be able to vote. Okay, so they have a word and a voice, right?
Yes.
You are providing that for these people.
They probably want to become homeowners. A lot of my clients
Homeowners,
have bought up homes because of my husband. Han arreglado su crédito por ti.
Many things.
Everything falls in one place. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it started with your mom and your dad giving you that vision and giving you that drive and giving you that.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I'm telling you, I admire them. They came as teenagers. Mom was 18, dad was like 20. Mom says que vino con $18 in her pocket. And they both came to New York. And let me tell you, Deputy Mayor and 21st Ave right here, my biggest orgullo. Sometimes I sit here and I think of my dad and then I look at that sign out there and it has his name.
It's amazing.
And I said, you know what? Wow.
That is the reason why you guys are a staple here in this town. You guys are very respected, and I'm one of those people that have you guys at a high regards.
Thank you.
I want you to state your father's name because we want to honor him the right way.
Okay.
Give me his full name.
My dad's full name is Francisco Arturo Mantilla, better known as Pancho.
Better known as Pancho.
Yes.
And that is what Mantilla Services is.
Oh, I love that.
So we're gonna conclude this meeting and this. It's not an interview; it's a conversation.
Yes.
And we love to give our flowers to you.
Thank you.
Because you guys are doing such a beautiful thing in the community that it needs to be heard. Sometimes people don't understand what the struggles are to run a business, right? It sometimes is slow months, good months, and things like that. So, and then the public, they don't understand the back end of it, right? But the public would understand it today because you have given us a little bit of your inside of how it works, okay? And also you as the person, all right? So we want to conclude our interview today.
Thank you.
And we want to thank you again for being our guest in the Pro Auto Podcast.
Thank
Mantilla Services.
That was good, guys. Thank you so much. That was nice.
Gracias por esta gran oportunidad que nos diste.
Thank you for supporting.
Yes.
I love you all.
I love you. You're leaving. You have a meeting.
I'm trying to get to the next event,
But you're good.
No, I have to be to say Mantilla Services.
She did it. Give me 5. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Mama.
I continue to do what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Because this place here
Está bendecido.
has changed lives.
Amen.
It has.
Oh, I love that.
Understand?
Has changed
No,
lives.
it's
See,
about-
she
listen,
should have said
I think-
something.
No,
Wow,
listen,
love
can
that.
Can I just say this? No. This place here has changed
lives.
Crystal, can you use that for something?
Year over year over year over year. I've been with the family for
Love
years.
that.
Right.
You know that. Okay. I'm so happy that I've been part of her family, that she's allowed me to be part of
Keep
her
recording,
family.
man.
But year after year, citizens after citizens, individuals that have been helped by this family. And that's why I stand strong, not just as Maritza, as a daughter, because ella es una de mis hijas, but as an elected official, I stand strong with
100%.
Mantilla Services. Why? Because you all, regardless of what people say, we're doing. And you have allowed individuals to come here and you've embraced. And today, as I heard that man, I got my
You were here.
citizenship. I was here
Yeah.
20 years ago. And
That's
now he's
amazing.
doing papers for other families.
That's amazing.
And that's what this is all about. And that's why I support you. I love you, my sister. My deputy mayor, mamita, como te digo. Seguimos adelante.
Amén.
Maritza Dávila apoyando a Mantilla Services.
Thank you.